Okay, welcome to the White Boar and the 10th year of Croatia's first cider apple orchard. As I said, it's been an experiment, and last year I was about to give it up. This year there's been a huge explosion in the amount of apples that have appeared this year. And we're starting as usual with the Foxwood Broxwell, which has never given anything, and as you can see, it's got apples all over it. It's absolutely amazing. And the other Broxwood Foxwells are all the same. A great step forward. Now if we just move on, the storm of a couple of years ago destroyed most of my Kingston black trees, but this young one is just absolutely producing an enormous amount, and there seems to be less disease this year than there was before. We used to have a lot of fungus and animals and codling moth and everything else just trying to destroy my business, but this year everything seems to be fine. The crabapple tree, which we use to fertilize basically all the other trees, is, you know, it's almost breaking because of the amount of fruit on it. Moving on. These are the dabinets. The dabinets never looked any good, but this year they've got such a heavy crop that the branches are actually breaking. It's amazing. I take a lot of apples off, but we lose so much apples afterwards. So codling moths, storms, things like that, I didn't bother. I thought this year, take nothing off, let's just see what happens, and we'll make cider from whatever is left over. So as you can see, dabinet, lots of apples, bad condition, unhealthy tree, but lots of apples. Let's go. Another dabinet, something better. This is the other Broxwood Foxwell tree. Look, apples falling off already. Got to tell you, it's mid-August. You know, they shouldn't. It's showing they're ripe. We've got brown pips in the middle, the really dark pips. It's showing that these are ripe. They're not supposed to be ripe until October or November, but here we are in the middle of August. They're ready. So we're making cider sooner than possible. It's such a healthy looking tree, and I'm glad I didn't root them out when they weren't producing anything for the first 10 years. Yeah, that's a real cider apple. Let's go. Now look at this poor tree. This is a dabinet which is almost destroyed in the storm we had 2 years ago, but we lifted it up and anything, and as you can see, despite its injuries, it's still producing lots and lots of apples. I'm really happy with that. This is a Michelin, which alright, this is the Michelin, which is one of the 3 that we had left. We lost most of them in the storm, but look at this poor thing here. This is a dabinet, and it didn't do anything for a long time, and all of a sudden it came with this huge crop of apples, and I couldn't be bothered taking them off. So what's happened is the branches are bending over, and in some cases breaking off completely. But yeah, I really don't care. I'm just happy to see that we've got a nice crop of apples on this tree for the first time ever. Let's go. This is Yallington Mill, and this tree was like all the other Yallington Mills, was struck by fire blights. This fire blight almost destroyed nearly all my Yallington Mill trees, and I was ready to pull this out and plant something different. And while it doesn't have many apples on today, it looks healthy. Fire blight this year hasn't touched it at all. I have no idea why. Moving on. Is that the Tom Put? It is, isn't it? Now, This is the Tom Put tree. Now Tom Put is very, very, very early, and we've still got apples on now, but as you can see, they're coming straight off. It's mid-August, and they start dropping in mid-August, but here in Croatia, they're going to be at least 2 weeks ahead of whatever is happening in England. We've actually taken most of the apples off, and we pressed them 2 days ago. We just took only the Tom Put and pressed the juice out of them, out the 3 Tom Put trees we've had, and we've frozen that. We'll be using that to mix it for cider later on. Other than that, there's not much to say about this tree. It's just too early. Let's go on. What is this? Let's leave it. Move it on. This tree is a typical, just a dessert apple tree, which I intended to graft onto, but never got round to it. So I can't remember what it originally was, but never mind. It's producing apples. I'm sure we'll enjoy eating them. This is my tremulous bitter tree. It's one of the only 2 I have, and it's got so many apples on it this year that the branches are touching the ground. I'm going to have to pay attention to trimming it off in spring, but tremulous, excellent. A pretty apple, and when they're ready, they're a beautiful red colour, and it's a very pretty tree to look at. But like this, hanging so low with all the weight of the fruit, not so much. Oh God, what's this? I can't remember what that is. This ugly looking bush tree is Libret. I don't know, it decided to do what it wanted. It's crawling outside, was like it's a bush. Normally it should grow upwards, but this one decided to grow sideways. I would cut it off. I've put new grafts on the center leader there, so it will grow upwards, and I intended to cut all these back, so we just have this one leader in the middle, but it's producing so much fruit I left it alone. My friend Gordon in England brought me over a couple of cider apple trees, which are called Black Debinette, or originally Tommy Rodford, and he gave me 2, one which I named after him, which is this messy, diseased, I don't know, it's really in a bad condition and so ugly. There's hardly any leaves on it. It's got fruit on it, but it's just so unwell. But the other one I planted 3 or 4 meters away. Look at that. Magnificent. Same tree, 3 or 4 meters apart from each other. What's the reason? I don't know. Unfortunately, these are the last apples to be available for pressing for cider, and that's like really at the end of November, the beginning of December. So we don't usually bother. But this year, again, lots of apples, so we will be bothering this year. So well, thank you for the tour of my orchard. Like I say, 10 years, lots has changed. I haven't lost hope like I thought I had. I almost gave up year 9, but now I think we can make something of this. The apples are, I don't know, they're either changing to fit the environment, or they're getting older, or the roots are going deeper. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad it's happening. It looks like we're going to be a success after all. Thank you very much from the White Boar.